So she's so funny, and I'm so glad she did take the ride. You're gonna love her too. Please welcome Erin Evarts, everybody!
I'm Erin, and I'm 32. I turned 32 last week. Happy birthday to me. Which makes me a millennial. And I'm also single and a woman and living in Burlington, and I resent all of these things. But because I'm a millennial, I don't believe any of it's my fault. It is the media and online dating apps, which I'm basically on all of, so you know. I've probably dated people in this room. And they provided me with material. So the thing about the online dating sites is I'm on a lot of them. The ones I have not been on are JDate, Christian Mingle, and FarmersOnly.com, much to my father's chagrin. But I don't self-identify those ways, so I'm just going to stick with what I'm on. I met a guy from eHarmony a while back. And that meant we had been matched on 27 levels of compatibility. So that's exciting. It's really great when that happens. And he had Alex Trebek in his profile picture. And I was like, yes! And I started reading through his profile. It's true. I'm excited about this. I love Jeopardy! And it says in his profile that he's a 3-day Jeopardy champ. And I'm like, our kids are going to be geniuses. Really excited about this. I read down a little bit further and he says he's a little socially awkward and shy when he first gets to meet people, so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to talk all night. Really big wins on both counts. So we go out, and first dates are always a little bit weird, they're always awkward, you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. He pushed the benefit of the doubt, social awkward thing a little far. We went out in Burlington, back booth, low lighting, red wine, everything's going really well, and then he drooled on the table. Then he put his hand in it and rubbed it in. That's a choice. Not a choice I would have made from a lot of people, but when you make a strong character choice, theater has taught me you need to stick with those people. And he was committed, because later in the date when he drooled on the table a second time, put his hand in it again, rubbed it in. Moral of that story is I'm still single. He wasn't the one. Went on another date recently, Match.com this time. We went for, coffee before work. So 7:30, you're always looking good at 7:30 in the morning. So we went out and it was going well. It's, low cost, low stress. And I meet this guy and he's better looking than he was in his pictures, and that never happens. And so I'm like, our kids are gonna be gorgeous. And I'm really excited about this, and it's going well, things are working. About 15 minutes in, he excuses himself to go to the bathroom. This is where things just fly off the rails. I get a text while he's in there and I pick it up and I'm like, oh my god, I bet he's stuck in the bathroom. And I click on it and it's a picture of his penis. And I'm like, he's thinking about me. But instead really was just a dick pic, and I'm like, what do you do with that? He comes back to the table, he sits down and he goes, your turn. And I'm like, not a horse. So I left. Still single, and I left. Driving to work, and I'm thinking, why did he take his socks and shoes off to take that picture? And so here's the thing. There's a couple. I'm going to do a whole thing right now about dick pics, so just get ready. They're super weird. Men try and woo women with pictures of their penises. And what I think is so weird about this, number one, I can never focus on what I'm supposed to be focusing on in the picture. I'm always looking at what's in the background, like his socks and shoes are off, or there's a Tickle Me Elmo, or is he really reading Sarah Palin's autobiography? These are all questions that I have. So I'm driving to work, thinking about all of these things, and also, here's the other thing. Is this working for anyone? Guys in the audience, is this working for you? Okay, because it's not for me. I have no idea what to do. You send me that and communication will end immediately. There's a lot of guys in Burlington I could be dating if I knew how to respond. But I'm not, and still single. But the thing about the dick pic I think is so funny is male genitalia, not cute. The male form, beautiful on most people. But male genitalia in and of itself is not attractive. I don't want to look at it until I'm right about to interact with it. Even then, sometimes it's like, oh. Okay? So, that's what you're dealing with, and you get this sent to you, and I'm like, is the response to send back a picture of my lady business? And I'm like, no, because nobody wants to see that. That's not cute. And the dick pic thing, it's a freaking epidemic. It really is. It's everywhere. Women in the audience, are you getting these pictures? Thank you. Okay. It's not just me. But I think women in general are a little bit more self-aware than guys, which is why with the whole dick pic epidemic, we're not also seeing a Snapchat plague. That was a fun little thing. So I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about today was, has anybody here ever been to a male strip club? Round of applause. That was her bachelorette we were talking about, folks. So I realized when I went to this bachelorette party that male strip clubs are basically zoos. Same thing. You go to these because you want to see like a majestic species that you've never seen before. Like a polar bear or Channing Tatum. And they deliver. You see something there that is beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's well fed, it's well groomed, it's very fit, but it's not its natural habitat. But there's a lot of rules in both places. The rules are the same in both places. Like, don't take pictures, it'll frighten the animals, it'll throw the guys off their groove. Don't give the animals food, don't give the strippers liquor, stay with your group, you'll get eaten by a lion or get some weird off-brand Canadian club drug. The big one, don't touch them. If you see a polar bear in real life, don't reach out and touch it, so you don't do it there. If you see a guy taking his clothes off that you don't know to, like, I don't know, shake your bonbon, you're not going to touch him either. So don't do it when you're at the zoo or at the strip club. I think for me, though, the biggest similarity is the intense sense of guilt and shame that comes over your whole body right at the end of that visit. Oh God. Polar bear swims up to the glass and you're looking at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But you look in his eyes and you have like this whole Free Willy moment. And you're like, oh my God. This is not your natural habitat, this is not where you want to be, I'm so sorry I paid money for this. So you get out. Same thing happens at a strip club. The difference is, it's not in the guy's eyes that you're going to see it, it's, you know. Okay, so here we go. Natural habitat penis. Excited to be doing what it's doing penis. Free Willy dorsal fin stripper penis. This. That's what it looks like, folks. Go to Montreal. You look at that sad penis, and you're like, you're not in your natural habitat. You're not doing what you want to be doing. I'm so sorry, I paid money for this. But you did. And so then you're like, I'm going to just over-tip him, hope it helps with, you know, grad school. Because, you know, we're all millennials in the end, so we got to help each other out. Thank you.